Okay, we are back on the New York map. So labels for tutorial 2.2, page 51. So labels created from attributes such as neighborhood names are an important part of cartography and an integral and informative component of a map. So we must specify the elements of font size, color, placement, and visibility ranges to make labels easy to read. Alright, so now we're going to use West Village bookmark. So remember, bookmark is right here, and then West Village. To maintain visual clarity, labels for a detail layer, such as zoning land use, are most useful when zoomed into the neighborhood level or similar large scale because of the number of small polygons. Now we don't know which is which. We're going to change the symbol property. In the contents pane, we're going to click the zone land use. The feature layer texture tab appears on this ribbon. Cell tabs appearance. And then we will see label and data highlighting. So it's this three right here. And then we're gonna go to label. Label. In class 1 field, we will say zone. Okay. In this map has detailed zoning code known by developers, planners, and other members of the user community. So in the layer group, we're going to click label. All right. So now the label appears. When they appear, the label will get defaults and should be customized to better suit the purpose of the map. Now we're going to make some changes in the symbol. Alright, label, it's right here. We're going to change it into 8. And color will be 50% gray. And then the visibility range group for out beyond, we're going to choose current. All right, not this one. Oh, visibility range right here. Beyond, we will choose current. Out beyond. So this step sets the visibility for zoning labels so that they do not display when zoomed beyond the current scale, which is very neat. The scale will not necessarily match the scale for the next figure because the scale varies with monitor resolution and how the application is arranged. So now I have a 7 something, but it depends on the monitor. That works, so it's very smart. Zoom in and zoom out to see the label are on only when zooming and closer than the West Village bookmark. Note the map scale when the label turned on and off. So let's just do that. Now we don't see any. Now it's on. It's just so slow. Now we can use the lower Manhattan bookmark. We can label the neighborhood. That's what we're gonna do. So go back to mark and lower Manhattan, and then label neighborhood labeling and name. That's fine. I'll beyond. Then set it to current. And the same way, 50% gray. There. So, label. There. So, here it asks us finally on the bold name area font. Bold, we have to do bold. Area font with the A. Area font. Bold and size 7. 7 is a lucky number. And then we will do, oh, I don't want to select anything. All right, and a white halo. So on the ribbon that we will go to label, not placement. Where is the halo? Let me find the halo symbol. Okay, halo. Okay, now halo, we will do halo and a white halo. There, this is a white halo. Click apply. There, this is white halo. And finally on the ribbon, we back here on label placement. Label placement. All right. Label placement, we will choose land puzzle. Right here. I can just click land puzzle here. It's a lot easier. Alright, so label the water using land name. So close this out. Label the water. So water, going to label it land name. Yep, it's the land name. So Hudson River, East River, Upper New York Bay. Okay, and then we will do Times New Roman, and then italic, size 12, and the color Atlantic blue. Atlantic blue, perfect. Okay. Now, see the neighborhood and water turn off when zoom out beyond. Okay, now try out the labeling, zoom out, and using the bookmark. So now, for appearance, oh, beyond, and then we'll choose current and neighborhood. It's already on current. And this, alright, so now I'm gonna zoom in, zoom out. Zoom out, I don't see any label. Zooming to neighborhood. Not yet. Water body. Nothing showed up. Oh, it's just so slow. Alright, everything showed up. I'm zooming a little bit more. I'm waiting. There. So, I just slow. And now we're going to remove duplicate labels. So labels for some water polygon might overlap with redundant and unnecessary labels. So we have to remove duplicate labels will unclutter the map. So we will do so using another menu option to set label properties. Now we're going to right click on water and go to the labeling property, the label class pane, and position. So position, then near the top of the pane, and we're going to click conflict. Where is the conflict? Alright, so remove duplicate labels, resolution button. Oh, this one, conflict resolution. And expand, remove, and click remove all. Remove all, okay? And then I have to resize this because I cannot do other things. Oh, I don't have to click confirm. And then we can close the class pane, and this map will now show just one label each water feature. And now I could just close it, and I'm going to save my project. Yes, and then close everything out. And now we can move on to do the query. Yay, 2.3. So for query, that a map layer has more feature than you want to display. For example, I don't want the whole Manhattan, New York. I just want, I want to eat Chinese food. I want Chinatown, so you can use query. So if you can use the definition query to display the desired subset of features from the larger collection on the basis of values in the feature attribute table, for example, the point features in this we're going to do all the facilities in New York City: food, healthcare, fire, and police, schools, senior centers, and so on. We will want to display the features for food facilities only, including food pantries and soup kitchens. And then we do have and the soup kitchens. Query definition allows you to select and display just these features. A definition query is different from the select by attributes. Previously, we just learned the definition query is used to filter the display of a layer rather than selecting a temporary subset of features to work with, even though they both use a similar SQL interface. Alright, so now NYC Food Pantry and Soup Kitchen map opens, showing the boroughs, several other spatial contact layers, and the many facilities operated by the city government. Now we're going to create a definition query. Now we will create a definition query, the query to display subset of more than 20,000 government and nonprofit facilities in the New York City. Facilities is a point layer of locations for services that the city provides. The map needs only 3 out of more than 100 classes. Classes have both a numeric code, facility T, and a corresponding description, fact type 1, and the 3 needed facility classes are 4901 soup kitchen, 4902 food pantry, and 4903 joint soup kitchen and food pantry. Showing the location of these facilities would help the director of New York City's food banks determine whether they are well located relative to poverty areas of the city. So now we're going to right click on the facilities and go to property, facilities, and then we're going to go to property, and in the layer property facility window, we're going to click a definition query, make it bigger, and we will add a cross. So facility T is the field and equal to as the logical operator, and 4901, so we will do as the facility T equal to 4901 the value, and we're going to click add and then click OK. So the definition query contains a single logic condition, so only records that satisfy this condition will display. Now we add this clause, it's already added, facility equals to 409, or the logical operator, this is the field, equal to 402, and click add. So now we have a two single add a clause again, and the same we will do and, right? So or as the, okay, we will do or because we want them both. They don't overlap, so we will not show anything. So 4902 is the next one. 4902. Click OK. Oh, shoot. All right. So let me go back to facilities. Alright, so now I didn't collect add clause, but I think it should be fine. If you use and character here, so now no records to be selected because a facility cannot be both code values of 102 for 4901 and 4902 because there is no overlap. The relationship is disjoint. So then we will have to add another one. So or again. So add a clause, so we will choose or, and then the same way facility T and equal to 4903, and then click add, and now the final, so the final component composition displays a subset of the original table of facilities which have one of the 3 included values. So this example extends to any definition query for selecting subsets of a finite collection of objects classified as a code such as facility T. So now we click the SQL button, we can see the SQL